Hello, so we will be talking about the astrology for the whole year for 2024 and some main highlights I'd like to go over that affects everyone in the collective. And it's not limited to just these things, I'm just focusing on what I know and what I've studied. There might be other information out there that's more in depth than what I have to give. So today on December 26th, it's the last full moon of the year, and it's in the sign of Cancer. I did a shorts video on this, you may have already seen it. So the sign of Cancer has to do with ancestors, your roots, memories, emotion, and it's interesting that the full moon in Cancer usually falls right around the holiday season every year. So then we're starting off the new year on January 2nd. Mercury moves out of retrograde. And as I've said before, the lunar nodes, I believe that those really set the tone for the time period that they're in. The lunar nodes change signs about every 18 months, so every year and a half or so. So since July 17th of 23, the lunar nodes have been in Aries and Libra, and previously they were in Taurus and Scorpio. So the theme that we're moving on from that we had with the last lunar node placement was endings and beginnings, endings of old chapters, beginnings of new, Phoenix rising from the ashes, and because of that Taurus energy that's connected to Venus, that has a lot to do with your relationships, whether it's friendships or romantic relationships. And everything was kind of up for re-eval. A lot of you may find yourselves in a completely different friend circle than you were before, or maybe you've kept a few friends from the past and you've let go of a lot of people. This is for everyone. Lots of shifting of friends groups and relationships, relationships ending and new ones beginning almost just as much. So with it shifting into Aries versus Libra, that's all about your independence. So a lot of you that have been single for a long time or, independent and already going on adventures, now it's enhanced and now you're seeing why you like being single. Even if you previously wanted a relationship before, a lot of you are embracing your creativity and independence, and that theme is going to carry over into January of next year, 2025. So, I also wanted to mention that tomorrow, December 27th, is the luckiest day of the year because Jupiter forms a trine with the sun. So if you play the lottery or any games that involve winning money, now's the day to buy your tickets. Buy them tomorrow. I can't guarantee anything's gonna win, but I feel like it's gonna be a lucky day on the 27th. So the North Node, so in February, the North Node conjuncts the asteroid Chiron. What that means is, so Chiron is the wounded healer, and the North Node, which is in Aries, has all about, it has all to do with lessons. So a lot of you are learning about your past, and there may have been a time where you were sad, like, oh, the friend group broke apart. I fell out of touch with this person. Not necessarily all of them. There may be some good connections that you truly do miss, but you may be catching wind of information, finding out, oh my goodness, it's a good thing that I kind of faded from this group of people, because you'll find that a lot of them stayed in the same spot and you evolved, not looking down on them, but you're just kind of in different places in your lives, and it was for your own divine protection that certain people were removed from your life. So that has a lot to do with the theme of this February, with that North Node conjuncting Chiron and Aries. And while it's good to have friends, a lot of you are seeing the value in being independent, being by yourself, not depending on other people. And then, so for the year, now there's usually about 4 eclipses every year. So when people put a big bunch of hype about eclipse season, it's every single year there's usually about 4 of them, 2 lunar and 2 solar, and each group of 2 happens close to one another. But it is important, however, to pay attention to what signs the eclipses are in and look at the theme that's highlighted and where things are being illuminated. So the 4 eclipses in 2024, what's going to be different about this coming year than the previous, just like the lunar nodes, there was a lot of Taurus and Scorpio placements. That theme of endings and new beginnings, reevaluating relationships, the light being shown on friendships, relationships, how you harmonize with other people. Now, the signs that the eclipses are all going to be in are Aries and Libra, which is the same theme as the nodes and how they match, and Pisces. So a lot of creative new beginnings, a lot of independence, a lot of you are just kind of going down your own path, and that theme is going to continue into January of 2025. Because I think a lot of you have had enough of the roller coasters of all the craziness with the friendships ending, friendships beginning, possible relationship drama. And now, Mercury goes into retrograde 3 different times in 2024, which that's pretty typical. Mercury usually goes into retrograde 3 to 4 times every year. However, just like with eclipse season, it's important to pay attention to the elements and the signs that it's in. What themes will be highlighted, how it might affect your personal birth chart. So the Mercury retrogrades of this year fall under fire signs. So if you have a lot of fire placements in your chart, you might want to, be a little bit cautious of the Mercury retrogrades. Don't be afraid or give in to the hype, but just keep your eyes open to what lessons are there to be learned. And there's also a lot of activity with Jupiter. Jupiter is all about travel, luck, wisdom, and expansion. So luck may be on your side for a lot of you. And Pluto also goes into Aquarius in, I believe, February. Then it goes into retrograde back into Capricorn again, May through September. But then in November, when Pluto moves back into Aquarius, that's when a lot of your new beginnings are really going to get a good kickstart. November may be a powerful month for a lot of you. Also, for over the next couple of weeks, I plan on doing tarot readings for each of the zodiac signs with your yearly predictions with your horoscope that's tailored to fit your own zodiac sign. Usually I recommend looking at your rising sign because that's where all your houses are gonna fall versus your sun sign. But if you don't know your rising sign and you don't have that information and you don't know your birth time, go ahead and just use your sun sign. Everything was meant to find you a certain way for a reason. Well, I hope that brought hope to some of you for the year of 2024 and kind of gave you a heads up on what energies we'll be working with this coming year. Well, I wish all of you a great night, a happy full moon, and good luck for tomorrow if you happen to, play anything that involves winning money or, even asking for a promotion if it's not too awkward of a time to do it. Well, have a great night and thank you so much for watching.